Hey everyone, this is Sandeep back with 100 Days of Coding React and Redux. Today I'm going to talk about props system in React. I mean, props are very important in React, so let's directly jump into the video. Okay, so prop system in React. So components are like we talked about components in the last video. Components are JavaScript functions, pure JavaScript functions, right? If they're function, right? And if we are good in JavaScript, functions can take arguments, right? We can pass parameters to it. And props are nothing but arguments to a functional component. So simple definition of prop is nothing but these are arguments to our functional component. So I'm going to create a really simple example first to understand what is a prop system in React. So to do that, I'm going to create a really simple example. Like I'm going to create a really dumb component, no meaning to it, right? And I'm going to pass it two different arguments. One will be the string argument and second will be the function argument. Now, here comes the good knowledge of JavaScript, right? So you can pass function as an argument to a function. And I don't want to get into the details of that. For that, probably you can follow my series on 100 days of coding React, where I'll come up with a video around functions are like first class objects in JavaScript. So I'll definitely come up with a video on that. Okay, so once we pass these arguments to a component which is a function, right, it gets converted into a props object in React. So let's see this in action to understand. So what I'm going to do basically, so I have my props folder, I have created the project is ready and the project is running also. Okay, it's not running. Why it's not running? Okay, app.js, couldn't find app.js. Let's go into index. Okay, app is already here. Let me clean up a little bit first. So probably I need to npm start again. And see, this is the application we are building, right? So let's keep it open for now. But let's talk about props first. So here inside my source, I'm going to create that dump component first, dump.js, and this is going to be a functional component. So function dump, and this function is going to do nothing. Actually, it will be like a dump component. So I'm going to return something. So I'll return a div, and inside that div, I'm going to have a h2, which say I'm dumb, which is saying I'm dumb. Okay, nothing special actually. And I'm going to add one button inside this. And that button says click me and nothing else. I think that's it. I'm going to export it. Default dumb. Now I'm going to import that dumb component inside my app, not in app actually. Probably let's import in app. So import dumb from dumb. I'm just for the timing, I'm just going to remove this product and product list. I'll add it later on. So I'm just going to add dumb here. And if I go back to my application now, I see only dumb, right? And that click me button. Now, by default, any functional component in React gets something called props as an argument, right? And this props is nothing but an object. I'm going to save, see that? Right now it is empty because I'm not passing any prop to my dumb component. I'm going to close this one. Okay, so inside my app, I have a dumb component, but I'm not passing anything to my dumb component. So I'm going to pass something. Let's say, suppose I'm going to pass a title of you are not dumb, something like that. Okay, and if I save, go back, see that? You're getting that attribute, that property getting passed into the props object. So this is the props object, right? And inside that, I'm getting title as a key and its value. So as I said, right, I can pass. So if I go back to know my notes, I'm going to pass string and a function. So let me pass a function also. So maybe I'll just put enter here. So I'm going to pass a function called onAct, and that will be inline function. I'm just going to write a function here only, and that function is going to just log console.log, and I'll say dump act, something like that. Okay, and now if I go back and see inside my props, I'm getting two different properties now. One is a function on act, and another one is a title. Now I can use this props here inside my dump. So I'm going to use the ES6 syntax of destructuring, right? So I'm going to destructure two different things. I'm getting here title, I'm getting the title, right? And I'm getting the function called onAct also from props. Okay, this is just normal JavaScript, ES6. Okay, and instead of this H2, I'm going to use my JSX expression, JavaScript expression. I'll put a title here, and on the button, I'm going to say on click. So button has an on click event. Okay, on click, I'm going to call on act. See that? Now I have made my dumb component a smart component, right? Because I'm configuring my component with different props that are getting passed, the title and the function. And now if I go back on C, what is on C? Okay, I think I need to refresh. Now if I click, see, you are not dumb. This is coming from here. You're not dumb, this title attribute. And if I click now, it's going to call on act, which is coming through the props. So let me try that. See that? Dumb act. So you can make your component smart. So this is the gist of the 5 minutes of talk which I was trying to give you here, right? So any component can accept any JavaScript primitive, object, or a function data types. So you can pass primitives, you can pass objects, you can pass functions to a component as props, right? So now let's go back to our application. I hope you understood the concept. Now I'm going to close this down. I don't want to, I'm going to keep it in here. I'm going to just do some undo things here, right? And I'll bring back my application to the same state. Okay, this is where we were, right? And you should write code with me because maybe some of the code will not be shared. So this is our application, right? I'm going to close this. And we have three different products: product title, product description, price. And each of the product is having the same title, same description, and same price, which is not good, right? I should be able to configure my products. And for that, we are going to use props. So the three different props I'm going to pass here is string, string, and probably number or a string. We'll pass the number here. So we'll configure our product, this product, right, with some props, right? Maybe I can pass the image also, image URL, right? So now my product is going to receive some props, and which I'm going to pass from the product list. So let's pass the title. So this will be like product one. Next, I'm going to pass. So we took the product title, right? Product description. So let's pass description as a second attribute. So I'll say product one description. And let's pass another thing, that is the price. So I'll say price is equals to, maybe I'll go with 20 for this. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste three different products. And this will be 2, this will be 2, let's make it 200, this will be 3, 3, and this will be maybe like, I'll go with $99. So now three different products, right? Three different attributes. Now I just want to destructure it here. So what we are getting title, description, and price. from props. And let's use that. So this alt also, I'm going to change it with title, and this h2 will be title, description will be description, and price will be, I'm going to keep the dollar and put price. Now if I save and go back to my application, see that now each of the product is behaving, I'm not behaving, each of the product is displayed in a different way. This is product 1 description, the price, product 2 description, price, product 3. Now we can have this data coming from the backend, right? And we can render all of the products with different attributes. That's where, our prop system helps us, React prop system helps us configure our display, or probably I'll say a different product or different entities with different attributes. I hope this video is helpful to you. Just do a little bit of practice on it, right? So just a quick recap about prop system in React. Components are JavaScript functions. We know functions can take arguments. Props are nothing but arguments to a functional component. So if I pass two arguments like a string and a function, it gets converted into an object, right? With a name value pair, which took the example of DOM component. You can pass any JavaScript primitive, object, or function as a prop to a component. I'm going to stop here. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, you take care. Goodbye. And thanks for watching the video.